Hello team, this is my week 6 final project part 2, last two collections, squad operations and auth testing. This assignment was supposed to work in a team, but most of my teammates are unresponsive. Others have dropped the course. So I worked with one gentleman from the team. He's called Daniel. Uh, Daniel Ayub. So basically, our decision was to create a barber shop with collections of the barbers, then the appointments, and the products the shop has, and then reviews as well, and the contacts bit of it. So the parts I worked on, I implemented the services collection. Then I also added the put and delete for all service related entities, and then protected appointment routes using the authentication. So basically, I would say we just had a topic of discussion together and shared most of the workload. So starters, this project is being hosted on Render. Okay, so it use okay. It is I'm successfully logged in because my GitHub is already signed in. But I'll just show you how it works in case I wasn't signed in already. So let me just do login. So once I log in, this will take me into the GitHub auth requesting me to sign in. So I can just fill in my details, then my password. Right. So when I sign in, I can just update this on my phone. Just authenticate on my phone. Something small here. Okay, so just 77. Okay, so once that is loading and signed in, I'm logged in as Kinyera Alvin. I get that feedback because this is being done actually in my routes index.routes. Uh, so when I log in, should require that email. Then middleware. Yeah, so it is here in my index. So when I log in, should display my name or the person who was signed in. So that's why I get the logged in as Kinyera Alvin. So when I stop this and go to API docs, okay. So these are my collections. I have the Babas collection, the products collection, the appointments, and reviews plus contacts. So for starters, I want to show you that all the CRUD operations does work, starting with the get. So we can do this for the Babas. We try it out and execute. So we're able to get the data of the Babas. So these are the Babas that we have. We have Frank, we have Grace, then we have Hank, and all that. So we are also able to next we're able to also post bubbers into the database. So let me just copy this Frank too, and then I go here to post. We'll try it out and just exclude this. So I can make this Frank 21, okay, and then execute. So I'm able to get a true, that's a 201 code, meaning that this has been successfully posted. But if I wasn't logged in, I should be able to get that you don't have access, please log in. So I will not be able to post into the database. Then we can also do a get function, not a get, sorry, a delete. Then we shall do a put later on. So we're able to delete. So we're able to delete that. We get a true, a 204, meaning that that has been successfully executed. Then we're also able to get a user by ID. Let's just get this cross. All right, get a user by ID. So we execute, and then we get that user Grace by ID. Then we're also able to put a user into the database. Okay, so let's do this. Put by ID actually. Let me first copy this ID. Try it out. Test. Then just copy this code. So I'll be able to do that. Then I can delete this line. So I can say maybe just update to Grace 1 2, and then the other name is 1. So I can execute that, and we successfully posted into the database. So for the barbers, all CRUD operations does work. We can do another collection. So maybe let me say I can do the products collection. Okay, so we try and get a product from the database. So we're able to have some of the products from the database. Okay. Then uh, we can also post a product into the database. Okay. Right. So let's delete that. So and add something there, then post. Okay. So that is true. This has been posted into the database. So as well, I'm also able to also delete a user from the database. So all CRUD operations does execute. So now what happens, let's say when I'm putting wrong details into the database, okay? Let's just copy this and do a put function, or we are doing a wrong ID into the database, okay? So do a post, let's do a post. So let's say we're posting, but we can exclude these first three lines, these ones here. Okay, then we execute and see. So we'll get a 400 error response showing that our fields, we don't have the matching fields that are required to input that data into the database. So another thing, let me say we're trying to delete a user by ID. Delete by ID. Okay, so I can put a wrong ID just in case. Sorry, and then we execute. So I also say must have a valid product ID. I get the 400 band request code. So that is basically what I implemented for our week 6 final project part 2. Then I also developed and ran unit test for all public read routes for both new services and and like under the the appointment section, and as well